She cared for a burned baby in 1977. She didn't expect this 38 years later. It took more than 20 years for Amanda Scarpinati to recover from the burn scars she left on her body as a child, but only 24 hours for social media to help her identify the unnamed nurse who was photographed comforting her 38 years ago. At just 3 months old, Scarpinati suffered third-degree burns when she was left unattended next to a hot steam humidifier. Boiling water and rubbing melted menthol caused her to burn, requiring years of reconstructive surgeries into her 20s. Photos from the 1977 Albany Medical Center annual report show a nurse holding a baby Scarpinati, wrapped in gauze. The nurse looks at her face as she comforts the recovering infant. Growing up as a child, disfigured by burns, I was bullied, abused, and tortured, Scarpinati said. I was looking at those pictures and talking to her, even though I didn't know who she was. I felt so comfortable looking at this woman who seemed so loyal, and cared about me. Click to share a quote on Twitter. Growing up as a kid, disfigured with burns, bullied and bruised, Scarpinati said. I was looking at those pictures and talking to her, even if I didn't know who she was. I felt so comfortable looking at this woman who seemed so honest, taking care of me. 2 weeks ago, Scarpinati took to Facebook to track down the woman who brought her so much comfort her whole life. I've been trying for nearly 20 years to find out who the nurse is holding me for, but no luck, she wrote in a Facebook post. Maybe now with the powers of social media someone will recognize it. Then finally, a letter from a fellow nurse in 1977 identified the woman. I knew this nurse very well and her name was Susan Berger. She was as kind and caring as she looks in this picture. She loved her job and taking care of both children and adults. Berger was only 21 years old at the time the photos were taken and Scarpinati was one of her first patients. Now executive vice president at Casanovia College in New York, Berger hasn't forgotten about Scarpinati. I remember her. She was very peaceful. Usually when children come out of surgery, they are either sleeping or crying. She was very calm and confident. She was wonderful, she recalled before the women met face to face. Nurse Susan Berger left, and Amanda Scarpinati posed with a copy of the 1977 Albany Medical Center annual report during a news conference at Albany Medical Center, Tuesday, September 29, 2015, in Albany, New York. View image in gallery mode. Amanda Scarpinati holds old photos of herself being held by a nurse before a press conference at Albany Medical Center Tuesday, September 29, 2015, in Albany, New York. A woman in upstate New York who suffered severe burns as an infant finally got a chance to thank the hospital nurse who did she sponsored her, thanks to a post on social media that revealed the identity of the nurse in 38-year-old photos. Amanda Scarpinati speaks during a press conference at Albany Medical Center on Tuesday, September 29, 2015, in Albany. On Tuesday, the women met for an emotional reunion at Albany Medical Center where they first met. "Oh my God, you're real," said Scarpinati, hugging Berger. "Thank you. I had no idea it would have this effect for her," Berger said. "So what might sound like a gift to her was a great gift for me. You never know if that kind act can change someone's life," Scarpinati told WRGB. "I mean, looking at a picture, you made it work and it changed my life."